Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Sloka number 28. Shri Bhagavanuvāca Avyaktādīni bhūtāni Vyaktamadhyāni Bharata Avyaktanidhanānyeva Tatra ka paridevana. Bhagavan Shri Krishna explaining to the Arjuna who is suffering with grief and sorrow and delusion. So the medicine Lord giving to him is the best medicine, the only medicine for a permanent cure. So that is the Atma Bodha. Lord teaching him about the truth. While telling that, so many aspects we have seen so far. This Atma, the truth is Nityam, and it is Satyam, and it is Nirvikaram, and it is Aprameyam, it is Avinashi. So, like this, many attributes of this self Atma is told. After telling all that, even if you consider yourself as the Jiva also, the every body will leave this body and wears the another body. So after telling all this, for whatever may be the reason, you see in any angle, you are not supposed to grieve like this. Such a warrior you are, Kshatriya, why unnecessarily you are crying now after coming to the war field? Now in the 28th shloka, the Lord said that for whom you are grieving, your relatives and your grandfather, teacher, and all that, you are thinking they may die in the war. They are not yet died. We don't know that they are going to die or you are going to die, but you are unnecessarily worrying. And these all living beings are not there before they manifest. And they are appearing now for some time. And after some time, they won't be there, they will become again unmanifest. If that is the truth, why you are grieving? So you are not supposed to grieve. Why you are grieving over them? And what is the use? And after telling that, today in 29th shloka, now Lord praising and telling the rarity and the greatness of this knowledge of the self by telling that आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवश्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. Hey Arjuna, what so far I have spoken to you, this is not just telling that by finding the fault in you only to you. This is the truth. This is meant for all the samsaris. Who are the samsaris? Whoever suffers in this world with this body, they are called samsaris. So for all of them, it is a common disease and the common medicine. So Atma transcends this mind and speech That's why it is very difficult to comprehend the rarity and the difficulty, the wonderment in this is Lord explaining now in this 29th and 30th slokas by telling Kaschit Pasyati Enam Ashcharyavat. Some sees this Atma, this truth, this absolute reality as they wonder, oh, such a Atma is there, which is Nityam Satyam, Ekam, and Nirvikaram, Aprameyam, Avinashi. Oh, very, so wonder. So they will look into this Vedanta or the description of this self. Look means they wonder by seeing it, this discussion, this description. तथा एव च अन्यः वदति आश्चर्यवत्. And some will speak about this as a wonder. Oh, Ashcharya means wonder. Ah, what? Like that. Aha, that is the Anyah Vadati speaks about it. Atma is very great, very difficult, very big. So, like that, Ashcharyavat. And some, those who are listening to this, they also, with wonderment, they will Anyaha cha shrunoti enam Ashcharyavat. Ashcharya, okay. They listen also. So, some see it. So, Shrutvapi, Drishtvapi, Uktvapi. In any means, but still, uh, na enam, na eva, eve, na eva veda enam api Shrutva. So, Samaraha saw somebody is discussing, and somebody is telling. So the even having heard and having seen, people are talking about it, and the scriptures are talking about it. So Shrutva Društva Uktva Api Na Chakaschit, and no one never understand it in spite of hearing. So some people will listen to this years together by attending the satsang, different shastra, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, eva veda, na eva veda enam. They never able to understand it. It is so subtle. That's why Bhagavan later going to tell in the fourth chapter, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid etati siddhaye yadatam siddhanam kaschinmam vetti tatvadaha. Out of millions and lakhs and millions of the people, very rarely some will understand, and in that some also only really abide and they own it, they establish in the truth. Very, very rare few on the fingertips. So it is so rare. Then, by listening to this, we should not get disgusted. Oh, such a rare thing, how it can come to me? How can I understand? Why can't be I am one of that the rarest gainers? That should be the motivation. That should be the inspiration. So, by saying this, Lord not discouraging either Arjuna or us, but he is telling that the importance, it is a kind of to praise that glory and the importance, greatness of this knowledge of the self. It is a kind of stuti. It is a kind of stuti, praising. So same kind of expression we will see in the uh, Kathopanishad also. Shravanayapi bahubiryo na labhyah. But Upanishad says, even to listen about it, very rarely, very few get the opportunity. You see how many crores and people are there, but how many are showing interest, or even they show the interest, how many are getting the chance to listen a systematic, consistent, sampradayik teaching, traditional teaching of the Shastra about this truth, and continuity also. Some may not get that opportunity due to many reasons. So, Shravanayapi bahubir yona labhya. It is not available even for many people to listen about it. Okay, some are getting the opportunity. Shruvantopi bahavo yamna vidyuhum. Even few are listening, and in that few also, many are not able to understand. Many are not able to grasp, understand exactly. That's why, if at all anybody is telling Ascharyo Vakta Kushalosya Kushalosya Labdha, if anybody is talking about this, that is also a wonder. Ascharya Vakta, how he is explaining about the inexplicable Atma. Atma, you cannot explain about it through the words, but still, Shastra explaining, keeping the Shastra in front and the teachers are explaining. It is a really wonder. Kushalha asya labdha. If at all such a person who teaches available, it is also rare. Ashcharyo gnata kushalanusishtaha. After listening, if anybody understands, means that is really a wonder. So, in this way, very talented, subtle minded person, people only Kushalanusishtaha. Kushalaha means who has got the Kaushalyam, the sharp intellect, subtle understanding capacity, they only can understand. So, in this way, but after telling all this, Kathopanishad says that Yeme Vaisha Vrunute Tena Labhyaha. Whoever chooses that, I want to know, then that truth will reveal only to them. Who's not choosing it, it won't. But you choose for it, you commit for it, you work for it, then so you know it, try it, seek it, you will get it. So in this way, the rarity has told here. After telling this, in the next shloka, it is why so difficult. One example I will tell you. Once a traveler traveling with a lot of money in a bag with him in a train or bus, and next to him another person also traveling, but that another person is a thief. He saw this, he knows that this person carrying a lot of money in his bag, and slowly that thief made friendship with him, and they both have to get on in one place, and that night they have to stay some lodge or the satram, the free chowdhury somewhere, and they both went there and stayed together. This thief is waiting when this man will sleep, then he want to take away that bag. So the night came and they both were ready to go to sleep. And then they slept, and the thief is not slept. He is waiting when the traveler will sleep, then he can take the money and run away. and he searched for the bag here and there, everywhere, in his another suitcase, all everywhere. And when he could not find, and that traveler got up in the night, went for the toilet, and that time this thief then searched under the pillow also, under the bed also, everywhere, but still he could not find. And next day he fed up and straight away asked, where you kept your money bag? Night, yesterday I saw you are counting, and then, but where you kept? Why? Because I he agreed. I thought of taking away that bag, but I could not find anywhere. I'm really wondering. Tell me where it is. Then the traveler said, I kept that bag under your pillow. When you went to the bathroom before going to sleep, I kept that money bag under your pillow bed because I know that you never search under your pillow or bed. See, in the same way, even though the self and Atma is we ourself, but we never show the interest to search or inquire about, am I that Atma? What is that exactly? Or who am I? What I am? Who am I? So this inquiry never comes. That's why it is very rare. Ascharyavat pashyati kashchidenam. Because we are so much extraverted. This extravertedness also pointed out in the Kathopanishad only. Paranchikani vetrunat swayam bhuhu tasmat paran pashyati nantaratman. These senses are all, mind is extroverted. They want to go to the Punya Kshetras, they want to go to the temples, they want to go to the Tirthas, Snanas, all that they want. They want to do the karmas outside, all that. Paranchikani. The Lord Brahmaji, when created, one way, the Kathopishads criticizing that. See, the Brahmaji turned all the sense organs outside and asking us to see, look in, look within, look within. How I can look in? Tasmat paran pashyati, na antaratman. We see only the outside. Either we see the Jagat or whether we search for the God. We never search for what I am. Who am I? Is it not wonder? But the same Upanishad says that Kaschid Dhiraha Prityagatmanamaikshat. Some rare person, Dhiraha, a subtle intelligent person, Dhiraha, or courageous person. Kaschid Dhiraha Prityagatmanamaikshat. He will look within and ask, inquire what I am exactly really mean. Avruttachakshuhu, his eyes and attention of the mind and senses are turned inward. Amrutatvamichan, he desires to know that immortal self, which is he himself, he discovers. Now, after telling so far what Lord Krishna explained in so many shlokas, to summarize about this Atma, teaching about the truth in a concluding way, in 30th shloka, Dehi nityamavadyoyam Dehe sarvasya bharata Tasmat sarvani bhutani Natvam shochitum arhasi. Bhagavan's only one continuous hammering is don't cry, Arjuna, don't cry, Arjuna. Why you are crying? You are not supposed to cry. You see this point, you look in this way, you look in this angle. In any angle you look, you are not supposed to grieve like this. Now, here, Dehi, the Atma which I have spoken to you so far, that is all pervading, Sarvagataha, Nirvikaraha, Nityaha, Satyaha, Ekaha, Saraha, Aprameyaha, Avinashi, that is called Dehi, because that Atma only expressing through this body or looking like residing in this body. Dehi, the resident. Here, Dehi, resident, we should not take as a Jiva, because we are talking, Lord explaining about the all pervading Atma like this space, Akashavata. So, Dehi, it is a Nityam, already said. This Dehi, the consciousness who is supporting these instruments of the body mind complex, is a Nityam. And I am Dehi, Sarvasya Dehe, not only in your body, because it is all pervading, as like the space is all pervading, and the space is in this spot also, but it is there everywhere. Everywhere it is there. So, Sarvasya Dehe, this Dehi, I am Dehi, hey Bharata, hey Arjuna, listen, it is Nityam, it is ever Avadyaha, it is ever indestructible. It can never be destroyed by any means, by anybody, at any cost, at any time. Then, if that is the truth, Tasmat, and you are also that Atma, and your grandfather, your teacher, relatives, all are the same Atma only. But you are looking at the only bodies, the upadhis, mediums, and the conditionings. So, therefore, if you are really understood what I taught to you, this Atma, Tasmat, therefore, Tvam, you. Shochitum na arhasi sarvani bhutani. For the sake of these living beings, some may born and some may die, some may die early, some may die later, some will die by themselves, even you don't kill them. So, in this way, sarvani bhutani, about all these, any of these creatures, even their bodies are getting destroyed by any means. You are not supposed to grieve. You should not grieve. So, like that, Bhagavan, after concluding that particular aspect of the Atma standpoint, now whether the Arjuna understood or not, whether he likes it or not, you are telling Najayate mriyate va kadachita nainam chintanti shastrani. Arjuna, whether he likes it or not, Bhagavan is talking about a common phenomena, the Atma, the one truth, all pervading. But Bhagavan thought of that to Arjuna, not yet ready, not yet accepted. Okay, that is correct what you are saying. I am ready. I'll get up and do the war. He not yet get up, not yet ready. That's why Bhagavan thought of that better for him. Let me tell about him specifically by praising, by advising to his personality, to his a person. Then he may likes it. Anything said in commonly, we don't like generally. But in that common, if they specify, our name, our presence, then we will like it. So Bhagavan now taking the standpoint of the from 31st onwards few shlokas, the dharmic angle, the duty oriented standpoint or ethical or moral angle, we can say ethical or moral angle or dharmic standpoint. What he says, स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष न विकम्पितुमर्हसि धर्माद्धियुद्धाश्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते. Hey Arjuna, in this world everybody has got their own duty. Okay, now keep that atma at the side for the time being. You are having some duty. Everybody is having their own duty, responsibility. Like that, everybody has to follow them. We call them as the dharma. The disciplines or the duties should be followed by different people according to their ashrama dharma. So that is all called samanya dharmam. Everybody is having. But in your case, after having samanya dharma means what? Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteyam, Aparigraham, Brahmacharyam, Shaucham, Santosham, all these 10 commandments, like said in the Patanjali Yoga, Yama Niyamas are a common dharmas, disciplines. But as a Varnashra dharma, if you take, you are a Kshatriya and you have a some Vishesha dharma, Visheshana dharma. So Bhagavan saying by keeping that Vishesha dharma, you are a Kshatriya. Apicha Veksha Swadharmam. Okay. Even if you look from this angle of your Swadharma, your own responsibility or the duty, also Arhasina Vikampitam. You are not, you should not waver, you should not shake it off, you should not grieve in this way because he क्षत्रियस्य न अन्यत् विद्यते श्रेयः धर्मात् युद्धात्. For a kshatriya, you are a kshatriya, you are a king. And what is the meaning of kshatriya? This is your own dharma. Kshatat adharmat trayate iti kshatriyah. Kshatat adharmat. If dharma is declining and people are following the adharma, stopping them, protecting them, and bringing them back. So, dharma should not decline. Uh, Shatat, from the declination of the dharma, and adharma should not grow. People should not go into the adharma. Then you have to take care of, protect, trayate. Then you are the kshatriya. So, for a kshatriya, uh, this kind of dharma yuddhat, beyond this dharma yuddha, there is nothing better, great shreyas, better thing for him, na anyad vijyate. Nothing else is greater than a righteous war. That is the meaning. Do you agree for it or not? You are a Kshatriya, yes. You only decided and came for to do the war. Then why you have forgotten that your duty? So dharma rakshanardham, praja rakshanardham, you should do this. Now here, so when I said Vishesha dharmas are means like this, Kshatriya Dharma, Brahmana Dharma, Vaishya Dharma, Shudra Dharma, and these are all social duties. Okay, and you should not punish everybody. You are meant for to punish the wicked people, adharmic people. And in the same way, if you see in this also, Kshatriya has got four ways of protecting the dharma. Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda. Sarasa, Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda, Chatura. Oh, Rama, you are very good in applying the application of this Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda. Finally, only you take the resort of the Ravana's killing. After giving all the chance, opportunity to him to surrender, to become a friend, or okay. So in this way, now there is no other way. We have spoken to your cousin brothers, but they are not compromising, they are not coming down. They are telling that they don't want to give even a single pie to you. So try to understand. Forget about them. Your duty is Kshatriya. And this fighting this righteous war is the greatest opportunity for you. There is nothing greater than this. After praising his own duty, Krishna now still further telling more about it. 32nd shloka. Yadruchaya chopapannam swargadvaramapavrutam Sukhinakshatriyah partha labhante yuddhamidrusham. Getting a kshatriya, a royal person, king, this kind of idrusham yuddham, partha, whoever gets the idrusham, such a war coming in front of him, it is a great fortune for the kshatriya. It is only a fortune. A Partha Sukhina Kshatriya. If they are the fortunate Kshatriyas, kings, Labhante Idrusham Yuddham comes across this kind of war, such a war, which has come, how it has come? Upapannam Yadruchaya. It come by chance by itself. You are not interested or you are not waiting, but it has created by the other people. It came and stood in standing in front of you. So Upapannam Yadruchaya, which came by chance. But this chance is a good opportunity for a Kshatriya like you. And it is Apavrutam Cha. And it is a opening, a door entry to the Swargadwaram Apavrutam. It is which is an open entry to the heavens, my dear. See, Lord coming to different angles. If you believe that you are the jiva, you have the next life, and if you believe that naraka swarga is there, punyam papam is there, dharma, okay. In that way also, if you see, it is good only for you. Everybody eager, interested, and try to go to swargam. That's why they will do so many punya karmas and all that, because there is a better life and better enjoyment and better environment. So it is a open entry gateway to heaven, my dear Arjuna. Then Bhagavan coming to the after that 33rd shloka also. Adhachetvamimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tataswadharmam kirtincha hitva papam avapsyasi. Otherwise, if you skip this war, if you don't want to fight this war, you know what is going to happen? You have a sin of the omission of your duty. You will get the sin of a omission of your duty. Atha chetvam, on the other hand, If you na karishyasi, do not fight this war, this righteous imam dharmyam sangramam. If you are not fighting this righteous war, then tataha, then what will happen? Hitva swadharmam. For neglecting and giving up your own swadharma, okay, hitva means by giving up, neglecting, dropping your own dharma, swadharmam, and the kirtim and the honor. It is honor for you, kirti, and it is a open gate for the heaven. Now it becomes a omission sin, papam, avapsasi papam. You will incur the sin. You will go to naraka indirectly because there it is said swarga. Naturally, sin means here uh, you have to protect the dharma and the people because you are being a kshatriya, and if you are neglecting and giving up that your job, you are incurred the sin and you have to go to naraka. Then, after telling this dharmic angle, duty oriented drishtikona, Bhagavan in the 34th shloka, coming still little more down to make the Arjuna to understand. अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययां सम्भावितस्य चाकीर्तिः मरणादतिरिच्यते. Even if you let's take the very material on the local laukika drishti, standpoint, empirical standpoint, apicha bhutani kathayishyanti. Moreover, by you giving up your own duty and not fighting this war, the people in this kingdom, okay, kathayishyanti, they talk about your you talk you about your uh, talk about your this infame avyayam akirtim. Avyayam means for time to come, for long in future, unerasable infame. They will talk about you ill. They will talk about you the ill. So if they talk the ill about you later, for long, Arjuna, the time one person king who ran away from the war. So this talk will be there. This akirtim, infame about you for future coming generations. This kind of for already who a person is sambhavitasya, who is already having some name and fame in the society, if he is going to lose that name and fame, and people are started uh, talking ill about him, it is so horrible for such a person who is already having sambhavitasya. Sambhavitasya means who is already a dharmatma. People are all talking about you people, Pandavas are dharmic people, and they are talking about Pandavas are shuras. Iti evam. In this way, your gunas, even your enemies, your cousin brothers, they all also know that Arjuna is a extraordinary quality person. He's having a extraordinary qualities. So they are also praising about your greatness. So your people also in the country. Now, such a kirti which you have already earned, all that becomes now akirtihi. So once who is having a kirti, And now if the people are talking about the Akirti, and in future also after you go also people will keep on talk about this Akirti. You may not fight the war, you ran away. They will keep on talk. Akirti, this infame and ill words about, words about you. This is a, a worse kind of sorrow than the death for a person like you. Atirichyate cha maranat. This kind of infamy, okay, akirti, the defame about you, who is already having the name and fame, is worse than the death, my dear Arjuna. It is worse than the death. That's why many rich people are the aristocrat people in the society who is already having a good credentials, good pedigree or vamsham. If anything happens, if any people talks about them ill, and then they cannot tolerate. Sometimes they will commit suicide also. Then what is there to live by listening to this infamy words and these things? They cannot tolerate. They cannot raise their head and walk in the society. Not like the modern politicians. Modern politicians will do lot of crimes and scams, but still they are very happily move, appear in front of the press conference, and but a real, a sambhavitasya means a civilized, cultured person. If anything happens to his, no, the credentials and his decent lifestyle, or to his vamsha, the pedigree, all that, then he almost just collapsed, died dead like. Can't you think about this? Then 35th shloka, Bhayadranaduparatam Mansyante Tvam Maharathaha Tesham च त्वं बहुमतः भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम्. If you run away from this war field and if you are not ready to fight, all other your enemies who are all ready to fight with you, the Duryodhana, this Karna, and all kind of that Maharathaha, Mansyante Tvam. Do you know that what they think about you? Oh, Arjuna is very compassionate. He is having a very soft corner, good-hearted person. That's why he is not interested to do the war. Do you think they will talk like that? Hmm. Forget about it. They all will mansente tvam maharadaha. You know what? You are a timid fellow. You just acted like a hero, but you are a zero, really. Esham chatvam bahumataha. In so many ways, they criticize you. They will may take this opportunity. They are all waiting to find out some loophole on you because they are not able to do anything. So this becomes a big chance for them, and they will spread the rumors. Bahumataha esham chatvam. They will talk about your heroism and all that in a very, very dirty manner. Bhutva yasyasi laghavam. They will talk about you, okay? Having been you are honorable, generally they are all having a good opinion about you. Now, this is the chance they will take to talk about you and bring the disgrace to you. Laghava means to disgrace you, they will talk. They're all waiting for that. Particularly, Karna is so angry about you. He's always waiting how to insult you, how to defame you. So they are all waiting. They have advantage also, because they are all in the now they are ruling. They are in the mm, ruling party. Naturally, they have the media, press. Okay, politically now, if whoever is in the ruling party, even though they are not good, they can misuse the media, paper, and they mispropagate in so many ways. If they want to eliminate you from this political scenario, that is what is happening now. So Lord said that time itself, all these Kauravas are all waiting. They are waiting for the chance how to defame you, how to bring a ill about you, talk ill about you. Then 36th shloka, avachavadamsha bahon vadishyanti tavahitaha निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं नु किम्. The same thought, Bhagavan continuing. All these your enemies, tava ahitaha, the Kauravas, who are all standing in front of you, are other side. Moreover, cha nindantaha tava samadhyam. They ridicule, they talk ill about your ability. Ah, they will talk, is a timid, coward person. Simply he acting like that. Really, he don't have any inner guts, strength. So your enemies, vadishyanti bahun avachavadan. They will utter many unmentionable. It's horrible to listen. It is unmentionable, which you cannot be said in the public. Such a vulgar, ugly things they will talk about you. Moreover, 1 year in the Aranyavasam, you are in the hmm, hideout, and that time you acted in that Virata Parva as a uh, lady to teach the dance to uh, that Rajakumari and Uttara. You taught by acting as a you are a lady. So now they will talk about you what? He is outside looking like a male, but he is not actually female like, unmentionable. He is a eunuch, he is not a man. Can you bear these words? Kimnu dukkataram tataha. What can be the more painful than this? Tell me. See, you want such a ill kind of ugly, dirty, bad words from them? Is it so horrible? Dukkataram. It is more painful, Arjuna. See, look in that way. Now, in 37th shloka, Hato va prapsyasi swargam जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः. Now, the last one more point Bhagavan wants to say here from this material standpoint, laukika drishti, okay, or the ephemeral standpoint. You know, suppose if you are dying in this war, hataha va prapsasi swargam. If you die, if you are killed by them in this war, you will get the swargam, you will go to heaven because you are a kshatriya, you are doing dharma yuddha rather than running away from the war. Prapsasi Swargam. Otherwise, va jitva. Suppose if you become victorious, if you are getting, you are going to win the war, Bhokshase Mahim will enjoy this entire kingdom. Both the ways it is good only, is it not? So tasmat. Why can't you think about this? Shastra says it is certain for certain. A Kshatriya who dies in the war of the dharmic uh, war fight, they will attain the Swargam. That's why those days, even in our country, the Ranis, in particular in the Rajaputra, anywhere, the wives always with a cheerful face by giving the arati, by applying the kunkuma to their husbands and send them to the uh, Veera Sangramam. If they die, Veera Maranam, because they are attaining the Swargam, nothing loss, there is no loss. So, with such a courage, smiling face, and encouraging words, those days the Rani's queens will send the uh, Rajas to the war. So, hit jitva bhokshase mahim. Therefore, A Arjuna, tasmat uttishta, get up. And after get up, if he goes, runs away from the field, uttishta. But decide, krutanishchaya yuddhaya kaunteya. Decide, decide to fight the war and get up, Arjuna. Don't simply get up and run away. Hmm? So Lord giving the warning, Krutanishchayaha, having resolved to fight this war. See how many angles I asked you to think and look in. You need nothing to grieve here. Just courageously fight this war. So these are all message for us. If we see our life also from the absolute standpoint, from the relative standpoint, in that relative standpoint also again at the lowest level of the material standpoint, we must follow our duties by focusing our attention on the truth. Ultimately, whether you do it or not, you do for what? For happiness. You don't do for what? To be happy. So be happy. Sochitum na arhasi. So you should not grieve if you see from any of these angles. So here, Lord more emphasized on the his duty, that is called karma yoga. But do that karma as the yoga. All actually later next chapter these points are going to be elaborated more. Now after completing here dharmika drishti, laukika drishti and all these standpoints from a personal standpoint of the Arjuna, okay, whether you are able to understand about the Atma or not doesn't matter. Can't you see these things? Very simple, but unnecessarily you disturbed your mind and uh, become depressed. Then Bhagavan, uh, how to fight this war? Now Bhagavan putting a seed for the karma yoga for the next chapter actually. But here itself he is putting a seed, a foundation like. So it is a now turning a slight directional change of his talk. 38th shloka. Sukha dukhe same krutva labhalabhau jaya jayau tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papamavapsyasi. Very important from here the teaching. The first time the Lord using the word sama. This word is going to repeat many times in the Bhagavad Gita later. Here, the law of karma, and the science of karma yoga. See here, Arjuna has got the fear of that I may incur the sin by doing this war. But Lord showed and proved that no, no, no. If you don't do this war only, you incur the sin. You get the sin. So, anyhow, you never get the sin. Not only Arjuna, we are also having such a fear about all our actions. If I do this, what kind of sin is going to come to me? So, always we have the fear of this sin and merit, punya papam, and we are always puzzled about it. So for that, if a person understands the law or the science of karma yoga, then he never have such a confusion or puzzle or the fear about the karma. What that many principles. Whether uh, first we will take the word Jaya Ajayo. You may win, you may not win the war. If you win the war, you will get the this material all benefits and the sukam. If you don't win the war also, you will go to the swargam. So uh, jaya jayo same krutva, labha labho same krutva, sukha dukhe same krutva. Okay, so while we don't know what kind of result comes after our action, you will do with a good motive, but still labha alabha, whether we gain or we lose, it is like a game. Nobody knows that in the game who will win in this war. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. So jaya jayo, but you take whether it is jaya or ajayo apajayam, same krutva, make them, take them equal. Same way, labha, alabha, the gain and loss, take them as equal. And in that way, what is going to happen? Your sukha, dukkha, also which comes in the mind because of these actions, you will learn to make them also samam. Looking at them with the balanced mind, same krutva. With that attitude of this samatvam, later on Bhagavan is going to give a nice title, definition to the samatvam yoga uchyate, yoga karmasu kaushalam. Tataha yuddhaya yujjasva. You keep yourself cool and calm and balanced. I am not worrying about the victory or the loss, gain or the loss. And therefore, whether it is a sukham or dukkham also, I am not. I have to do it, I will do it. Do the best, leave the rest. Tataha yuddhaya yujjasva. You get ready to do this war, your duty. Many people will think that Krishna is simply encouraging the Arjuna to do the war, to do the war. And many criticize also, some Nastikas all. Krishna is the cause for the destruction and to happen the Mahabharata war. He's a criminal, like they will talk. Very difficult to understand the Krishna and the Krishna's Hrudayam. And that's so in that way, if you do with this attitude, it is only attitude. So attitudinal change is required in the karma yoga. Na evam papam avapsas. You never get any kind of sin. This is not only the instruction for Arjuna, for any one of us. If you want to get out of the fear of this sin and merit and all this, let us do what we are supposed to do. We'll just do it. And so, if you take them both these dvandvas, the pairs of opposites or the complementaries equal in the life, then they won't touch you. Here you won't get the naivam papam avapsasi, means you never get the uh, karma, you never caught up in the karma bandha. To get out of the karma bandha only, the karma is translated and make us to understand in the karma. We are changed into karma yoga. So this sloka onwards, a transition sloka for the next uh, chapter also, and further another few slokas also, the karma yoga. So Lord first talked about the gnana yoga. If a person has to establish properly, understand the gnana yoga, that is the culmination, that is the ultimate. And before that, but we need to correct ourselves, to purify ourselves. Chitta shuddhyardham karma yoga. So that topic is started today. Raga dvesho. Here, the word sukha dukkha means raga dvesho akrutva. Because this raga dvesha only in our mind means nothing. If you write a list, what is the mind? Two headings only will come. One is I like this, I like this, I like this, raga. Another, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, dvesha. If these raga dveshas, likes and dislikes, becomes more and more and stronger, we will become a more and more strong individual personalities. More we become strong at the ego and individual personality, more you suffer. More will become miserable. This is the law. So next class will further analyze how Lord is going to take up this slowly and build up, and very beautifully then how the chapter goes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om. That's it.